Welcome back to consecutive day 784 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. Check the link in the comments below to find out more and how you can support it, but do give this a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 784 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Apologies, a bit windy today. It's really windy. It's about 30 degrees, so it's really hot, and it's like this gust of wind, hot wind, which is basically a bit like standing behind the jet engine of an aeroplane. You know what you mean? You know what I mean? It's just a whoosh of hot air. So it's really, really tough running conditions, to be honest with you. But yeah, so today, what's happened? Well, we go on holiday tomorrow night, so it's been a day of sorting and getting everything ready to go away on holiday, which is always exciting times for the kids and us. Can be stressful at times. But I've also made quite a controversial decision. Well, whether it's controversial or not, I don't know. Many of you probably do it, but I just find kids and children these days are so influenced and are so almost controlled by how much screen time they get. And it got to a stage where, you know, I like to let the kids have fun and all these types of things, but the amount of poisonous content they were absorbing, either on YouTube or TikTok. Now I've got a 11-year-old, a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old child, and children, and it's mainly the 11-year-old that will watch kind of the more inappropriate stuff. The other younger two are generally still innocent enough to only want to watch, you know, stuff that's suitable. But still, it's so difficult to police, because even with age restrictions and all that side of stuff, there's so much stuff on YouTube and TikTok that'll just get filtered through or cut through the filtering process, and it's alarmingly concerning. So I made the decision just to basically take their screens from them, because I couldn't control it well enough. And for the first couple of days it was a little bit hellish in terms of the kids just weren't accepting that they weren't going to get their screens. But after a couple of days, it's almost like the novelty had worn off, and they then started finding other things to do and how to entertain themselves, like spending more time outside and these types of things. Now the caveat to that is my oldest son, Leo, who's 11, he has his own phone. So I didn't take that away, because obviously he still communicates with his friends and stuff through that. But and I'm going to be giving the younger two their iPads and back to them when we go on holiday, just so when we fly, they've got some entertainment. And you know, it's always good to have something available that's going to engage them when you're away, that you can carry in a bag, because you don't know what you're going to get stuck in, and you don't have all the luxuries that you have at home to kind of contend with things if you need that children's entertainment at short notice. But I've been spending quite a bit of time learning the family controls and things through I'm on iOS, Apple. I'm an Apple guy, so we've all got Apple products. So actually setting them up on the family sharing settings, monitoring their screen time and limiting the amount of access they have to certain apps is a pretty good model. I'll talk a little bit more about it in detail in another episode, but on how you do it. But ultimately, I can see how much time they're spending on their screens over a given time period, and what apps they've been spending their time on. So I can also, you know, greatly limit certain apps like YouTube or TikTok, for example. I could limit them to, you know, to not being allowed to use it. I think the problem with it as well is once you've approved an app, it's very difficult to avoid that approval process. But what you can do through screen time is like limit them to a second of access to it. So that's basically limiting them, because they click on it, 1 second passes and it locks them out of it. So you can basically control what apps they use and for how long, which is which is pretty cool. So, but I'm still going to stick to the original plan. Keep them away from screens and let them enjoy life as children should enjoy, more so than living their life in a virtual world, which so many kids do these days. And but I will still give them access to it at certain exceptional times. I'm not going to be that brutal, but with the controls that you can set up through the family sharing settings using the Screen Time app on iOS. So yeah, I'd love to hear people's thoughts on this, because it's just an ongoing challenge. Kids just crave, well, as soon as they get into screen, they get addicted to stuff, and then they just get poisoned by, there is some good content out there, of course there is, but the problem is, as soon as they watch something inappropriate, it's not just that they watch, it's the then recommended similar clips and episodes and other content which is also equally inappropriate or potentially worse, that they then get recommended because of their viewing history, which is, it gets spirals out of control if you're not careful. So that's my take on it anyway. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you're doing the same, but we will be taking screens on holiday is the cut and thrust of it, because you just don't know what you're going to encounter when you're away. So that's my take. I'd love to hear your comments. Any comments, I'll respond to everyone. Remember, please do give us a subscribe and a share, because this is a fundraiser for the Runpreneur Challenge, and the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, as always. You can find out more about everything in the comments below, the link in the comments below. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.